Welcome to the first episode of hopefully a series of explanation videos. In this particular episode, I, with you listening, will be covering the furry iceberg, posted Saturday, January 20th at approximately midday Eastern Standard Time by the Reddit user North Sicilia. I do apologize, as I'm sure that I pronounced that very wrong. On the subreddit Furry IRL. This post will be linked in the description. As the original poster, or OP as I will be referring to them, has stated in the comments of the post, these items are not necessarily ranked from best to worst, except for the last tier. The first 6 will be based on how many people know about them. The higher up, the more popular or well-known. The last tier, though, is reserved for the really bad things. And I will assume that you have at least some prior knowledge. Please do also note that I may be wrong on many or all of these definitions, as I'm either writing them from memory or from a quick search on the internet. I will warn you about the ones I am super unsure if I got correct. And one final note. I can pronounce neither words nor names, so I do apologize in advance, as well as continually through the video, for my lack of skill at pronunciation in general. La Fontaine and Aesop, I likely pronounced those names wrong as well, are both fable writers, many of their fables including anthropomorphic animals. Pokemon is a series of extremely popular video games and shows. The Lion King is a book and 2 movies by Disney, one animated and one live action, although since it is all CGI, the live action one is more them saying, "Look everyone, we got better at drawing." MLP, a TV series titled My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, aired from October 10th, 2010 to October 12th, 2019. Sonic is the Blue Hedgehog from the Sonic series of games made by Sega. A movie starring them was made fairly recently. Fantastic Mr. Fox is a novel written by Roald Dahl. I do apologize for likely pronouncing that wrong as well, and it was published in 1970. FNAF, or Five Nights at Freddy's, is a series of 9 main games and 4 spin-offs, as well as a variety of other media. It is a horror series. Zootopia is a 2016 movie. The name has been changed in many places to be Zootropolis instead. Balto, I likely pronounced that one wrong, I do apologize, is a 1995 film based on a sled dog by the same name. Digimon is a collection of media ranging from virtual pets to films and even trading card games. The name is short for digital monsters. Robin Hood is, in this instance, likely referring to the 1973 animated Disney film. The Odd Ones Out is an animated storytime YouTuber, also a furry. In case you have somehow not heard of them, their channel is linked in the description. They also make comics. Anthropomorphism is giving human traits to non-human things. It is the entire basis of the furry community. OWO is an emoticon often used to show surprise, excitement, or disbelief. Agretsoku, which I more than 100% definitely pronounced very wrong, for which I do apologize. I had trouble verifying if I was looking up the right thing for this one, so I might be wrong, but the best I can tell is that it is a Japanese animated comedy series. A dance competition is a competition about dancing. There's not much to say about this one, but they are entertaining to watch. Yif is furry naughty 18 plus videos. Sergals are a species of animals from Vilis, I probably pronounced that wrong, which is a fantasy sci-fi work, a kind of mashup of many different animals, and a common joke is that their heads look like cheese. Furry Amino, I also likely pronounced that wrong, is a community on the chat app and social networking app called Amino. It also has its own standalone app on both iOS and Android. Protogens are a subspecies of primogens. They're basically furry cyborgs. Majira Strawberry is another YouTuber who will also be linked in the description. Beastars is a manga and an anime series. Fur Affinity is an art website. Egyptian Gods, they had animal heads. BNA, or Brand New Animal, is an anime series. Telephone, well, it's hard to tell what's being referred to by this one, but I think it's the YouTuber, the I Know Dog. I probably pronounced that wrong as well. They will be linked in the description, of course. Dutch angel dragons are another species. Gray muzzles are older furries. 80% LGBT+. It's just that a large percent of furries are part of the LGBT plus community. I'm not sure if 80% is the correct statistic, though. All the Single Furries was a parody of the song Single Ladies by Beyonce. VR conventions are conventions, but in VR. Sonic Fox is a competitive gamer and also a furry. Kimono, it's also difficult to tell exactly what is being referred to, but likely Kimono Cafe, a webcomic site. E621.net is the main place to find you. Roleplay, not unique to furries, acting out certain roles, sometimes for adult reasons. Tony the Tiger was the advertising mascot for Frosted Flakes. Furries really liked him. Like, really, really liked him. Side note, Kellogg's is kind of a terrible company. And also, did you know there is a Tony the Tiger and Grinch fanfic? It's going to be linked in the description, and I plan to read it in a video, so subscribe, I suppose. Bad Dragon is an adult toy company. Furries versus gamers. Well, they don't really like each other that much. Lone Digger is a song and music video. It will be linked in the description, but maybe don't watch it if you aren't a fan of suggestive content and blood, because there is some of each of those things. Housepets is a comic, also linked in the description if you want to read it. Beauty of the Bass is a fursuit maker and artist. Twokinds is another comic, and it is also linked in the description. The CSI episode is called Fur and Loathing. It is the 5th episode in the 4th series of CSI Crime Scene Investigation. Apparently it's not great. Furry turns you gay. See the 80+% LGBT mersuits are fursuits with flaps in strategic places. r/Hell is a subreddit for cringe and not so cringe furry stuff. Moz vs. Paws. Well, which do you prefer? Rainfurrest 2015 was one of the worst furry convention disasters. Internet Historian's video on it is linked in the description. PCD. Again, it is hard to tell what specifically this is referring to, but in this case I do believe it is post-con depression. Ferals, animals whose only anthropomorphic traits are human cognitive ability and occasionally speech. Uncle Cage, a well-known storyteller and a chairman of Anthropomorphism. The Fandom documentary. Well, that's exactly what it says. It's a documentary about the furry fandom. It's linked in the description. Fake Chinese fursuits. Again, it kind of describes itself perfectly. Want a fursuit for cheap, it won't be high quality. Fox in the Stable is a well-known EF animation. Furry Network is a multimedia sharing platform. Macro/micro. Well, macro means big and micro means small. In this instance, it's referring to entire entities. Ink Bunny is another multimedia sharing platform. Pup Play. Essentially, one person acts like a dog, the other their handler. Inflation. No, I'm not talking about the economy. I'm talking about one person expanding after adult fun times. Zippy Waka video. I definitely pronounced that one wrong. The official mascot for the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Furries, of course, drew NSFW of them. Neko Jishi, I probably also pronounced that wrong, is a furry dating simulator and visual novel. Otherkin. While furries have an interest in anthropomorphic animals, otherkin think they are or at least they don't think they're human or fully human. It's not always animals. Paws to the Walls is a song. It is linked in the description. Morinatsu, sorry for probably mispronouncing it, is a visual novel. Kiro the Wolf, I probably also pronounced that one wrong, sorry, is a furry YouTuber accused of many things, including zoophilia, bestiality, and necrophilia. I will not be linking their channel. Weekend Comic. I can't be entirely sure, but this appears to be a YIF comic. If furries are animals, then we. It appears the continuation of the phrase is hunt them like animals. Other results include mostly the same thing, but rephrased to be more direct. Basically, IRL game end all the furries. Weasel, another multimedia sharing platform. Miles DF's 5KYCH. I'm also not entirely sure about this one, but it seems someone auctioned off a piece of furry artwork for $5,000, and people didn't like that. TheDealersDen.com. They sell stuff. So Furry is another multimedia sharing platform. Amorous is an adult-only furry dating sim. 4. Eating someone else, but pleasure. Howler is a way to talk to people, originally designed for dating and hookups, but you can also use it to find friends. Changed is a puzzle game with latex creatures. Furry rave music videos. Music, but also furry art. Furry apocalypse video. Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I think I found the video in question. It's kind of hard to describe, so you might want to just watch it. It is age restricted for a reason, though. The link will be in the description. Doberman is a YouTuber. They will be linked in the description. Sea Salt is a character from several YIF comics by Red Rusker. IT and STEM, a reference to the fact that a surprisingly large percentage of the fandom is in IT and STEM fields. Can you feel the music artwork? I can't be entirely sure, but I think this might be a reference back to the Furry Rave music videos. So guys, at this point we are through 4 out of 7 sections, and the script alone has taken over 3 hours so far, so if you would consider liking and subscribing, that would be wonderful. And now, back to explaining. MFF gas attack. 19 people were hospitalized after a chlorine gas attack. Cheese grater. An image of a raccoon pleasuring himself with a cheese grater in the rear end. Nazi fur photo. I can't find the specific photo this is referring to, but you can easily infer what it is from the description. Fur Science, a website, among other things. PHI paw symbol, a symbol to tell others you are a furry. Cothrix, I don't know how to pronounce that. A YouTuber known for controversial videos such as why we should bring back child labors and in defense of pedophiles. For obvious reasons, I will not be linking their channel. SCP-1471 is an SCP that appears to be a werewolf. Blotch is an artist that has won many awards. 100K Stolen Furry NFT is an NFT made from stolen furry profile pictures and was sold for $100,000. Furry Peace, a group formed in 1998 in response to infighting in the fandom. Paconese. I cannot pronounce that either. I apologize. I also can't find much information on this other than a Twitter account. It appears to be a group of people. Dog Bomb was a very wholesome furry who is no longer alive. MFF Come Pizza. On October 24th, 19 people. Pictures were shared on social media. I remember hearing it was also left in the hallway, but I'm not so sure. Cameron Bess, I apologize for mispronouncing that, one of the passengers on the Blue Origins flight in December of 2021. MFF raised $500,000 for charity. I can't find the source for this one, so I guess we're just gonna have to trust the meme. Australian Olympics. Australia accidentally commissioned furry art for their Olympics mascot. They have been printed on many things, including coins. Burned furs. The name of a movement to counter acts of public indecency. There was controversy about their actual beliefs. Funny animals, a term in comics and cartoons for when the characters are animals but emulate almost all aspects of human society. Odin Wolf's Mersuit videos. A YouTuber explains why they mersuit. Zwitish. I cannot pronounce that at all, and I do apologize. Is a designer fursuit brand. Rotten furs are a group of furries who enjoy various socially unacceptable fetishes and paraphilias. Furry Muck is one of the oldest multiplayer text-based furry games. Plushophilia is a paraphilia for stuffed animals. Rod O'Reilly was one of the founding members of the furry fandom and a co-founder of Conference. Easy cooldowns and the U.S. military. Unfortunately, I cannot seem to find any information on this one. If anyone can explain it in the comments, I will copy it into the description and give you credit. 1/6 of furries are zoophiles. This is untrue, but it is still a statistic that people try to use to justify hatred. Dhc Boycott. I also can't find any information on this one. The best I can tell, this refers to the beauty brand DHC. Again, please comment if you know more information. Mark Merlino, I apologize for probably pronouncing that wrong, is a longtime friend of Rod O'Reilly, also a founder of the fandom, and also a co-founder of Conference. 23K Dragon Scale Suit. It seems to be a common theme in these lower tiers that I can't find much information. I couldn't find anything at all on this specific instance, though I can assume that someone bought a scale suit for $23,000. Again, if you could, please help out in the comments. Hypnotist Sappho. A zoophile and potentially also a child groomer, as well as several other terrible things. Many videos have been made on them rather recently. Linked in the description is one by Coyote Lovely. Albedo Anthropomorphism. I do apologize for likely pronouncing that wrong, is a furry comic book anthology. Omaha the Cat Dancer, I probably also pronounced that wrong, is an erotic comic strip and comic book. 1992 Art Auction is a furry art auction that happened in 1992. The video will be linked in the description. Vooty, although I probably pronounced that wrong, is an APA that lasted from 1976 to 1983. F-List is a website where you can list your fetishes and paraphilias for the purpose of roleplay. Conference Zero, 1989, the first specialist furry convention. Tristan McAvery, I probably pronounced that wrong, and I do apologize. The only information I can find on them is that they were a voice actor. If you could help in the comments, that would be wonderful. Confederate fursuit. The image on the screen. There's no other explanation necessary, really. Fred Conquest's fursuit. Animal actor Fred Conquest wore a fursuit in 1909 and 1910. Now that we have gotten through the top tiers and are on to the last one, they are no longer sorted by how well known they are, but by how terrible. Maybe stop watching now if you don't want to see some not very nice things. Drug culture. Not much solid information on this, but you can probably imagine what it's about. Messy tails. They eat poop. Zooville. Not much information. I found multiple instances of this word. Some of it, people were talking about it referring to zoophile porn. Some of it, people were talking about it referring to an actual zoo called that. So, I can't really tell. Confuzzled HIV furs chart. Also, little to no information can be found. I can probably assume that it's a chart of furries with HIV that was incorrect, but I don't know. So if you could help out in the comments, I would really appreciate it. North Fur's dolphin prosthetics. Well, North Fur makes fake latex faces, and this is the dolphin one. Auschwitz diaper drawing. I found nothing on this at all. If you could help out in the comments, I would love that. The plushies sample fursuit. It is a fursuit made out of carpet samples. Also, the person that made it is apparently a pedophile and zoophile. Vex and Jax. I don't really want to go into too much depth, so I'll just read the headline of the first article that comes up when you search that. Furry couple Vex and Jax murder a man and skin dog for pelt to make fursuit. Growly. Not much information on this one either. All I could find was that they were arrested for sex offense charges. Fullerton homicide. A triple homicide. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content. It is rather difficult to make, so it would help out quite a bit. For example, the script alone for this video took a total of 5 hours. The recording, 1.5, and the editing took however long I put up on the screen, for a total of way too many hours. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.